Hello YouTube, Den74 here, and I'm going to talk about the Yu-Gi-Oh movie that just came out. Just warning, there's going to be spoilers, so if you don't want to know about the movie, turn the video off now. It's only like an hour-long movie, which is kind of sad, because the story behind it could have been pretty good. Like, I mean, the first movie, I can't remember how long the first movie was, but I'm pretty sure it was longer than just, like, I don't know. I know it was short, but at least the story had like a little bit more premise to it than this one. The main bad guy, Paradox, just comes from the future, and he wants to end duel monsters because apparently that's what destroyed the world in the future. So it opens up with like London being attacked by a cyber end dragon and a rainbow dragon, and Jaden from GX is getting chased down, and he's fighting Paradox, and he's losing. And then, like, Paradox summons the Stardust Dragon, and then that's when, like, you know, the movie kind of begins. Then you cut to the future in 5Ds. Yusei, Jack, and Crow are all kind of talking. Yusei's kind of, like, remembering the past of his father and whatnot. And, I mean, this is the first time I actually heard... Well, not actually the first time, but, like, actually had to sit through the American dubs of the characters, and let me just tell you that I could live with Yusei, but Crow, Jack, and the kids were okay, like Leo and Lua. Well, Lua and Ruka. I can't remember, I don't know what the hell. I think it's Leo and Luna on the American. But Jack is Australian for some reason, which was like, okay. I didn't care for Aki, or Akiza, as they call her. I don't know, but getting back to the movie, the premise of the movie is, yeah, Paradox wants to destroy the world of duel monsters because that's what destroyed the future, apparently. So he goes, somehow he goes, fights Jaden, right? Then somehow he goes to the future, and he already has the Stardust Dragon, but then somehow he goes to the future and steals the Stardust Dragon. Then he goes back to fight Jaden again. Or no, I'm sorry. No, I'm wrong. He technically, I guess, he went to get the Stardust Dragon first, like, because the way they edited it was kind of weird. But somehow Yusei and his group they say how the past is changing, and somehow they know this because it's weird. One of the timeline things is if it happened in the past, it should have happened in their future, you know, because it was their past. But somehow they know that the past has changed because, like, they have articles, which doesn't make any sense to me. But I said it's a kid's show, so I was like, okay, whatever. So somehow the Crimson Dragon makes Yusei's bike go back in time, and he joins up with Jaden, and Paradox, like, apparently can't take them on right then and there. So he goes, like, I'm going to go back even further into the past. So Jaden and Yusei become friends, and they kind of... Everything that happened between them, they're kind of like, I can talk to duel monsters. Like, yeah, well, I got like a dragon tattoo on me, and they're like, oh, well, we're best friends now. So it's like, well, we're gonna go back in time and, you know, save the world. And they're like, oh, okay, sure. I'm like, okay. So yeah, it's rushing a lot, and it could have been spanned over. I don't know why they rushed it. And then you cut to Yugi, who's entering a domino tournament. It's not Battle City, it's another tournament, which I would have been cool. It would have been cool if they actually have another tournament, like another season just of the tournament. But Pegasus is there, and Paradox, like, just destroys the town, killing Pegasus, Yugi's grandpa, and Yugi's, like, all alone in, like, this town of rubble. And apparently that's what Paradox wanted to do, and like, somehow the Crimson Dragon just pops out of nowhere, grabs Yugi, and it teleports them, like, 30 minutes before the event happened. So now Jaden, Yugi, and Yusei, like, have like 5 minutes to, like, become bestest buddies, which they do, and they say, we gotta stop Paradox. And so they get down, like, somehow they're at the ground. They were on top of a building, like on the rooftop of like a 50-foot tall building, and somehow they, like, instantly go down to the ground. And Paradox shows up, and he's like, you know, hey, I gotta stop duel monsters because it kills the future. And they're like, no, we can stop the future. You know, we could not stop it. We could change it. So there's like, well, there's only one. You know, that's a difference of opinion. There's only one way to settle this, by, you know, dueling each other. And then I'm kind of like laughing because I'm going, well, if he despises duel monsters so much, why is he using duel monsters to actually, like, win this? Like, you know, It's just kind of odd. I don't know. It's like someone, I hate guns, but I'm going to use them to kill everyone who uses the gun. I just didn't understand. But I'm like, okay, once again, it's just a movie. Here's where it got weird. Paradox uses, if you don't know, he uses the Malefic cards, which is copies of cards that were people use, like the Cyber End Dragon, Stardust Dragon, the Blue Eyes, the Red Eyes. Jaden's story, like his kind of like getting into the movie was that supposedly two of his friends that had the Cyber End Dragon, the Rainbow Dragon, their cards were taken from them, and he went to go investigate. So they say that part. In the movie, Paradox uses the Blue Eyes and the Red Eyes, but never once did Yugi go, "Hey." It's funny because Kaiba like said that they took away his card, or Joey said they took away his Red Eyes. That never happened. So like, how the fuck did Paradox get the Blue Eyes and Red Eyes if like Joey never or Kaiba never said, "Hey, some asshole took my card, Yugi, go fuck him up"? I don't know. But also, so they start off the duel. Paradox has 4,000 life points, and apparently all three of them have a total combined of 4,000 life points. And it's weird, like they share the field or something like that. It's like a 3-on-1 person, except 3 people are dueling at the same time. It was weird. Like, they don't draw at the same time. One person goes. It goes Paradox, Yusei, Paradox, Jaden, Paradox, Yugi, right? So, like, that's the order in which it would go. So Jaden goes first, and he summons Junk Gardner, which is his new card in the movie. And they're all amazed, except for Paradox, about like, wow, Synchro Summon, like, what's that? Blah, 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 blah. So Paradox summons, like, the Sin, the Malefic, Rainbow Dragon or Cyber End Dragon. I can't remember which one it was. He gets 2. He plays Malefic World, and he gets 2 of them on the field, which is funny because you can only have 1 Malefic monster on the field at a time. But once again, they can't. They have to have the monsters on the field. So, like I'm kind of speeding it up. They lose a lot of life points, and it's just kind of weird. Like, it's the typical Yugi stuff. Like, they always have a card that they need right away for that one particular moment, or they have a card that only works for this one specific monster, and they just happen to have that monster at the same time. But what really got me going, I saw it with my sister, and what really got me going was, like, we were laughing at the same time. Paradox had his Paradox Dragon, which is his synchro, and he says, like, I attack and I activate its effect, and then Yusei said, okay, well, I activate my monster's effect. And then Paradox was like, well, I activate my monster's second effect. And I started laughing, because I kept going, well, I activate my monster's third effect. Right? It's just like, it was like this ongoing thing. Like, and the way they were talking, it was almost like they were wanting to go like, well, I activate my guy's effect. It kept going on and on like that. Couple of things that bothered me about it were, like, since Jaden can't possibly know what Synchro Fusion is, right? Synchro Summon is. There's a part where Yusei eventually gets his Stardust back from Paradox, and Jaden, what I keep saying it, Yusei uses the effect of Stardust by releasing it, sending it to the graveyard to negate the destruction of a card, right? So it's during the end phase, and Jaden says, not Yusei, Jaden for some reason says, yeah, and like, now Stardust Dragon comes back from the graveyard due to its effect. I blanked out and I said, how the hell does he know that? I mean, I'm ignoring the whole, it's a movie thing, it's for kids. How the hell does he know what the Stardust Dragon's effect is if he's never seen this card in his life before, or what the hell the Synchro of it is? Like, they made it specifically clear in the movie, like, these cards didn't exist, so, like, like when Pegasus is around, these cards didn't exist, so like there's no way anybody can know about it. Like they kind of made a point about it in the movie. I can't remember exactly where, but they said it like near in the beginning of the movie. But these cards didn't exist back then, right? And because Stardust was in the town in the article about the past being destroyed, right? They go like, wait, is that a Stardust Dragon? But it's impossible. Like, it didn't exist. And even so, Jaden wouldn't know what the hell it is, and I'm pretty sure he would go, hey, Paradox, what does that monster do? And Paradox would go, oh, well, I can negate the destruction of a card, because he's cool like that. It's not like that. I forgot to mention, too, one thing I was also laughing about was The fact that Paradox time travel his ability. Same thing with Yusei. I mean, Yusei has a Crimson Dragon, which kind of like teleports them in a way. But Paradox, he's on his motorcycle, and he has to like reach a certain speed, and then like it's like Back to the Future, where he just like right, and he's back in time. And I was laughing, and I made a joke to my sister when they did it again, because like they had to do it like 2 or 3 times. And I said, he's about to hit 88 miles per hour, and it's like, bam, he went back in time. It was pretty funny. All in all, the whole duel. Okay, one thing that pissed me off about this: the first 15 minutes of the movie, and I can't believe I forgot about this. Like, this should have been the first thing I said. The first 15 minutes of the movie is backstory with nothing but stock footage of everything that's happened in the first 3 seasons. Well, I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh!, GX, and then 5Ds. That's all it is. I was getting annoyed because the movie began, I'm like, okay, yeah, and then like there's like 3 great duelists. I'm like, yeah, okay. And then they talked about Yugi. I'm like, yeah, and then like, it just kept going on and on and on about Yugi. I'm like, okay, we got it. Yeah, he's good. Then it went to GX, and I said, oh my god, they're going to do every one of them like this, are they? So by then, as soon as I got to GX, I started looking at my clock on my phone, and it said, like, it's already like 7 minutes into the movie. I'm like, Jesus. Here we go. Yep, and they did everything. Like, Yugi fought fought Kaiba, then he fought Pegasus, then he fought Merrick Ishtar, and blah, blah, blah. Then, he saved the world. Then Jaden fought the super counselor, and then he fought the guy with the Arcana deck, and then Yusei fought the guy, the Dark Signer, and then he fought Rex Goodwin, and it's like, yeah, we fucking know. We wouldn't be here if we weren't fans of the damn show, stupid. Damn. You just wasted 15 minutes of the damn movie. I mean, I spent like $7 on this fucking thing just because it has to be in 3D for some reason, which, by the way, it didn't really add anything. I mean, it was okay. I saw Avatar: The Last Airbender in 3D, and it was stupid. It was pointless. There was no need for it at all because nothing popped out at you. But with anime or CGI movies, at least some things do pop out. Like, for some reason, I don't know why, but the hair on the characters always seemed to pop out for me. Like, it actually looked like there was a dimension in between the hair and their faces, and I liked that. But that was really it. But still, like, I paid all that money, and I only got like 45 minutes worth of movie. So I was really annoyed about that. And the duel takes place probably like the last maybe 20 minutes of the movie, maybe actually a little less. And I tell you what, it's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 7-turn duel. It goes Paradox, Yusei, Paradox Jaden, Paradox Yugi, Paradox. Okay, I'm sorry, 8 turns, and then back to Yusei, and it ends on Yusei's turn. So, Yusei goes first, then, like, they set up everything, and I'm actually really annoyed. Yugi wasn't the one who ended it. That actually really bugged me, because, I mean, it started with Yugi. Everyone loves Yugi. I mean, if anyone's got their own preference, like, they love Jaden better than Yugi for some reason, I don't know. But the whole show began with Yugi, and it ended with Yusei winning the match, and that kind of annoyed me. It just, to me, they might as well just said, well, this is a 5D movie, which I guess to a point it is more based around them, just because it's the future now. But you know what I'm saying? The fact that Yugi was kind of like downgraded, like you're still the king of games, but I'm the main character now, so step aside, small fry. I don't know, that kind of annoyed me. But yeah, apparently it was a big old shadow game too. Like, whoever lost the duel lost their soul. So, yeah. So that sucks. So that's why Paradox won't be in anything else ever more because of that. But, yeah. So, that's about it. I gotta wrap this up. All in all, it was just okay. Probably wait for it to come on DVD or Netflix and then check it out. The promo card I got with it was a Malefic Red Eyes, which sucks. I heard Malefic Blue Eyes was there and I didn't get one. But I bought a couple of packs and I got 2 Malefic Blue Eyes, but I'm trying to build a Malefic deck. But I will catch you later. That's what I thought about the movie. Any questions, just leave a comment or PM me about it, and I'll tell you more thoughts. Or maybe I'll make another video, but I'm running out of time. See you, YouTube.